I had been asked to do a flip through of my personal junk journal. A friend of mine in India sends me a bunch of like trims and trinkets and stuff. Um, this is basically Garfield shows my life in a cartoon. It says greetings and welcome to perhaps you should just leave. And that pretty much sums up my social life. I have watercolors that I've done. I have bits of books that I've done. I like to do pages like this where I collage a bunch of different things. I still have a lot of blank pages too. I have mini journals inside my journal. I use mailing envelopes to make pockets for fun stuff. I use coloring pages. I like to put postage that I've got, letters that I've received, lots of coffee dye, coloring pages, coffee dye, an old book that didn't make any sense, but it had beautiful pictures in it. More pages of a book. There was a cartoon book on kittens and cats, and a couple of these describe our current cat perfectly. Pocket. I use something like cardstock or something with a heavier binding inside of my signatures where my binding is, so that it keeps it sturdy. Another collage page and another one. These were sent to me. I can't remember by who. This is birch bark paper. I love birch. A blind sketch of my own hand that I had done. Sometimes when I go through and I find a blank page, I'll just put a sticker on it. And then, like this one says, blessings brighten when we count them. So then I'll jot down things that I'm thankful for. Coloring page. This one's music. That's a pretty picture. This is the other half of my mailing envelope with secrets inside there. This is a page I'm working on. I'll probably end up covering most of this page. Picture from a book that talks about forgiveness. This was a doodle that I did last night, and then I spilt my ink and it went everywhere, and then I ended up stabbing myself with my quill. So this is what I just go through from between the binding. This is silk from India. And another doodle that I did a while back in my art journal. Sewing. I like to sew. This was from Sarah. I keep postage and stuff like that. Birds. When I write a prayer, what I do is I'll write it in cursive, and when I get to the end, I'll just start over and go back up at the top and keep writing. So I know what I said, but you can't really distinguish any words or read what I wrote, because really it's between God and I. So nobody needs to be able to read it, but I know what's there. I love pages that have flowers on them. Pocket. Weird collage. This is Japanese, actually. Doodled the trees. This is stickers that are vases, but they're weird stickers, and I couldn't really figure out where else to put them. Butterflies. This is from Crafty Little Buggers, a friend of mine who does tie-dye. Scribble page when I'm feeling up or down or anything in between. It'll be just bits of thoughts instead of whole sentences. And this is where I spilt my ink. I started doing this yesterday, and it started out with a drop, and then it sort of ended up looking like a pregnant belly, and then I tried to add the head, and then I screwed it all up. Horses and chickens. This is a pocket. This is what I've been using. This I did in my art journal. My husband had got me new, very bright markers, and I just loved it because my husband's awesome. So this is the inside of my second signature. I've been using this as like a bookmark. My husband also really likes these drops, and I just loved this paper, so I've been using it as a bookmark. Flowers. I can't remember who sent me these. I have a lot of great stuff that's been sent to me, but so this was the other side of the ink that bled through. This was the pockets from yesterday's thing that caught the eye. Other book page of somebody to do a flip through, more postage. I'm not a pink fan, but sometimes I gotta use up my pink stuff. I do like teal. Here's a birch tree doodle. This page is all butterflies. These are, so here's my believe sticker, and then I'm writing things that I believe in. So here's another one I had to go for it. So here's some goals that I have for myself. This page is going to be all black and white and gray things. Hopes Reborn came from a children's book. Beautiful rose. I love flowers. Collage page. And this actually came from the cover of the watercolor paper that I used for my watercolors. Another pocket. Paper collage. Scrap collage. I've been trying to use up scraps. And this is the back of my cover. And there's a company out here, because somebody had asked me about my cover. There's a company out here called Bull Moose. It's basically a music store, but they have like old and new and used and stuff. And their paper bags and their have this very odd picture of a woman and a man's body and the proportions of head, and it's kind of iconic out here. I don't know if you know it, but to some people it looks like a naked woman, but it's actually the proportions of a body, and I just thought it was good for my paper cover. And oh, got all twisted. And my stuff from India. I've got a whole bag of stuff from India. And don't tell my husband who's holding the camera, but I just got another shipment of stuff from India. Thank you.